Welcome to another edition of Fuster Clock. Peter and Donna are here, and as you noticed, Steve Keller's not here. Either is Paul Vanier. They decided to take the night off. It's one of the last remaining days of summer, and they had a romantic date to go on, so I didn't want to interrupt that at all. So we have Peter and Donna here, the original founders of Rock to Adopt. How are you guys doing?
Hi, we're doing great.
Good. So I love that.
How are you tonight?
I'm all right. It's pretty good. I got a broken foot. This is it. It's all broken. So it's all
nice.
Pretty nasty.
Oh, sorry.
And good thing, since it's a dog show, I got bit.
You need a cat or dog to hug.
I need a cat to hug. You know what? I do have a cat, which is an interesting story, but we're going to get to that. But I did get bit by a pit bull 3 weeks ago. So there's not much left of the bruising, but it was a pit bull. I shouldn't have did what I did, so I got bit, but very strong animal. It was only a half a bite because it would have really killed my arm. So I have a kitty here.
Oh, gee.
This is Striper.
Oh,
and
nice.
12 years old, and she's blind in one eye. I don't know if you could see this.
Oh.
And they were going to what I call execute.
Hello there.
They didn't want her anymore. So I'm allergic to cats, but
really?
Yeah, I am, but I couldn't say no. So I have a cat, and she's awesome.
That's awesome.
I don't know how
long.
When
did you get her?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's all new to me. So I have severe allergies to cats, but I'm now on medication for it, like the allergy pills. So how that works. I also have a dog, which his name was Winslow, but I'm going to say he's been dog napped. So I have a temporary surrogate named Dilly, but he can't be here tonight because his mom have him somewhere. So. Dilly is a Frenchie, so I love him. So it's pretty cool. So how'd you get into Rock to Adopt? What made you start this organization?
Tell him the story you told before. Oh, how we started it.
Well, at the time, I had a restaurant called The Local Shack. We were doing big events with partnering with other people, Vet Stock, Jam Fest, Rootstock, and we decided I took Donna on for a date to Popcorn Park Zoo, and at the Popcorn Park Zoo they have a shelter there that rescues cats and dogs, and on one side of the gate is all cats, and on the other side of the gate is male cats and female cats are on both sides. She went into each one. They have 25 cats each. She went inside the enclosures and she kissed every single one of the cats. And then she looks at me and she asked me, "Can we do one of these for this place?" So I said, "Why not?" And then we started Rock to Adopt at the Popcorn Park Zoo in 2011.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a true story.
Have you done it every year, or did you take a break with it? Other people took
No, we have not done it every year. We did it for, I'm just trying to think exactly. I think 9 years at Popcorn Park. Then I skipped a year, and then my sister had passed away somewhere in there, and I skipped a year. And then we started doing it again, and then I got sick, and Samantha Lynn, who is on our committee, she took it over and named it Pet Stock. And there were 2 years of Pet Stock.
Yeah, I was part of that one.
Yeah, and then I came back and did a reunion at Popcorn Park. And then it was just so big. The event got so big, and we were struggling with space. We couldn't fit everything we wanted to do at Popcorn Park. So hence, here we are going to the big, beautiful Veterans Park this year for the first time. And that's our year 12.
Wow. So
I know.
Bigger stage.
Where's the time go?
So wait, because I've been to Popcorn Park Zoo in the past when you guys had the event, and you have the one stage. There's actually 2 stages this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Rock to Adopt, and I have Amy over here.
Hey, guys!
And she's got Rosie, and I have Dilly, my temporary surrogate doggy. I love you, doggy. Anyway, shout out to Winslow. Anyway, so go ahead. Tell me about Rosie. When'd you get her?
So Rosie and Dilly were adopted.
Okay.
Dilly is 8 and Rosie is 7.
Cool.
And they were adopted from the same breeder, just a year apart.
Really?
And now they're brother and sister, and they love each other so much.
Do they have babies?
No, I will not let them have babies.
All right, because that Jersey thing.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah,
accepted.
yeah.
All right, anyway, so let's get on. We're going to tell you who was like performing at Rock to Adopt. We have Alex Chernick, Necro Garden, my buddies in Ripton, my buddies in Tilted, Samantha Lynn, 44 Fridays, Jersey Shore Cats, Junkyard Dogs, New Days, Coastal Vibe, 5 to Midnight, The Collective 3, In My Basement, Random Notes, Jenny Barnes Band, Mikkel's Plot, Off Our Rockers, those guys, Outfox, Exit 102 Band, Buddy Cats, The Michael Jackson Experience, and Classic Rewind. And if I missed any of you people, you got cut, it's just bad.
You should just let Dilly
Go ahead.
let the people know how
Dilly,
cute he is.
Dilly, look at this face, Dilly. Look at this guy. All right, so if you're going to go adopt a pet, come out to Rock to Adopt. I'll be there, and that's just a selling point that anybody needs to. Amy's there. She's bringing
We are
Dilly.
here.
We're going to be there, and we're just going to like bring the puppies. We'll see you later. Ciao.
There's 22 bands on the first stage. There are 18 acts on stage 2, and these are acoustic acts. And kind of what that is not only just musicians, magicians. I don't know. Tell them everybody you have over there going on, because there's a lot.
Yeah, we have this year Donna's grew the event into like the biggest event that I've ever seen. I mean, she's got wrestling, we got karaoke, we got Zumba classes, we have did I say karaoke? We have we have magic shows. Yeah, 2 hours of karaoke. We have magic shows, comedians, poets, and we have the best live bands. And these bands that come in, they dedicate their time and service where they could be working somewhere to help us with the animals, because the cause is to get animals adopted and to help animals. Yeah. Donna takes no money for this. She donates the proceeds into whatever we were working. We raised over $120,000 at the Popcorn Park Zoo.
Wow.
And now we're raising it for Charlotte Farms and the
Jersey Shore
Animal Center. One is a shelter and one is for farm animals. Popcorn Park had like zoo animals, and it had also had a shelter there also. So we were helping both, because that place took in like carnival lions and tigers and stuff like that. Now, besides raising money for this, we also try to get animals adopted. So we'll have dogs coming out to the event. Between 12 and 2, Jersey Shore Animal Center will bring out dogs, and these dogs will going to make a big deal out of these dogs, and we're going to find them homes, because that's what we do.
So you ready to hear who's playing this event?
All right, let's hear who's playing. Go for it.
Okay, so on Saturday on the main stage, we open with Alex Chernick, who also happens to be our sound guy. He does every year, he does the sound, and you've been there. He does a great job. And at 11 a.m., we have the Classic Rewind Band. At noon, we have Exit 102 Band. At 1 p.m., we have 44 Fridays. At 2, we have the Collective 3. And at 3, we have Buddy Cats. He's a Michael Jackson impersonator. And at 4, we have Tilted. And then we go into our evening, where we're going to get people kind of settled in and just like watch music, rather than going back and forth with all the other events that we have going on, which we'll talk a little more about. So at 5 o'clock, we have 5 to Midnight Band. 6 o'clock is Necro Garden. 7 is Coastal Vibe. 8 to 9 is Off Our Rockers. And then that concludes Saturday on the main stage. Now, Sunday on the main stage, 10 a.m. is Samantha Lynn. 11 is Jersey Shore Cats. Noon is Mikkel's Plot. 1 is Junkyard Dogs. 2 is In My Basement. 3 is Jenny Barnes Band, and 4 is Ripped.
Yeah,
Then
right.
we go into the night portion. Yeah, Rip's in there.
Rip's
He's
a big
been with
part of
us.
this.
Yeah, he's been with us for a long time, and Steve has done a great job of jumping in as we've grown so much bigger this year.
Oh,
And then we settle in for the night.
no, Steve Keller is very
Excuse me?
involved. Steve Keller is very involved. He helps animals. He saves turtles. He's really involved.
Oh my goodness, he almost has a turtle farm over there,
Yeah, he does.
and it's lovely. I love it.
Cool.
So then on the night portion on Sunday of the bands, we have the band New Days at 5, 6 at 6:50. We're going to have Michelle Marzano, who's an impersonator also, as Dolly Parton, and she's going to be doing a song while we're switching bands up. And then at 7, she's doing a meet and greet, and Random Notes is going on to play. And at 8 is those guys. So then the whole time that this is going on, and there's like all 22 bands to say, we have an acoustic stage, and here's what's going on there. And can you believe this is $25? Main stage, 22 bands. Like, it's like $1 a band, and then you get everything else.
That's great.
It's just crazy. Okay, so on the Paul Acoustic stage, on Saturday, it opens with Deborah May, John Barnick, Sean Faust, and then 11:30, Dominic DeCaro. At noon, PM Ryder. At 12:30, Denise Miller, who just won an award, by the way. Congratulations to her. A shout out there. At 1 p.m., Dan the Magic Man. So we're going to have magic going on. And at 1:30, he's going to go through the crowd and interact with people with magic. At 2 p.m., we have the Chardonnaires. At 2:45, we're going to do kids trivia. At 3 o'clock is Eric, I don't know how to pronounce, Metzger. Okay. At 3:30 is Dale Licata. At 4 is Sean Gallagher. At 4:30 is Galligan, I'm sorry. At 4:30 is This and That with Tom Lucas and Linda Ekman. 5 o'clock, Jaders. 5:30, Spine. Now, Spine is a special guest from the Social Leaf that's going to be taking the closing spot, who was our big dog sponsor this year.
What does somebody need to do to actually like adopt a dog or a cat? Like, what's the whole process there?
Well, chances are you're not going to be able to walk out with the dog that day.
You won't.
But you will have to fill out an application form that day, and then it gets looked at and approved, and then you'll be able to bring home the dog.
So you fall in love with your dog that day.
Oh, so this is
That's what you do. It's
so this is like a mail order bride kind of thing. You got to wait a little bit.
okay. That's
better because the bride's going to be a lot more lovable.
But that is a good analogy. Thank you for that. I'll remember that one. You have to believe that everybody that's playing this event are great people, because this is a weekend. They could all have paying gigs, and they all do.
Right.
So they're giving up their paying gigs to come and perform here rather than getting paid because they're volunteering their time. And we just read off like 30, 40 people that are doing this, right?
Yeah, that's 30. It was 37, I believe. Oh,
Okay.
no, more than 37 because we have 2 each hour on my stage.
I'm going to just say 40 between bands and acoustic people that are all coming and doing this. And, you know, most of these bands go every weekend and play up in Seaside, and they play the whole Jersey Shore. These are well-known bands that, you know, so not only are they doing that, but all of them are selling wristbands to the event, and they're getting sponsors. So, you know, I get really choked up when we talk about that, because you give up your livelihood to do this, and then you help raise money on top of it. So these are really, really genuinely great people and great, great artists at what they do. Yeah.
They love animals. They're willing to help.
That's great.
So, one day we have a Michael Jackson impersonator, and the next day we have a Dolly Parton. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you really have to look at the activities that are going on, because every hour is something different. And it's not just a music festival this year. Before, in the past, it was always a music festival and a dog and cat adoption event, and then you can walk through the zoo and see lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my.
And but now it's a lot different. It's the farm animals won't be there, but the dogs will come out to be adopted, and there's a meet and greet with them. And then instead of just having music, you have all these other activities like we mentioned before. You have the wrestling thing that's,
and I have them here. I mean, I just want to tell you what extra things are going to be at this event.
Okay.
Versus, so there's going to be a meet and greet. We said that 12 to 2 both days with all the dogs from Jersey Shore. And then Peter, we talked about his stage, all those different things going on. And let me tell you, that is going to be one party 2 to 4 with people doing karaoke. It's going to be really fun. And so also we have championship wrestling going on Saturday at 2 p.m. It's 2 hours, 2 full hours of matches, and they play all. I don't want to say play. What's the right word? They wrestle all over the place. Yeah, and they're coming in and they're doing their wrestling matches. Now, one thing we didn't talk about,
wrestling.
Titan match wrestling, yeah. One thing we didn't talk about that's really important is we're doing a whole kids spooktacular because we're so close to Halloween. So Chubby Penguin Parties is coming in, and they're doing scary face painting. They're doing scary balloon twists like big spiders and stuff like that. And they're having Mickey on Saturday and Minnie on Sunday come in for a meet and greet around 1 o'clock, and they'll stay for like 2 hours, maybe 3. And they're going to be dressed in their Halloween costumes, Mickey and Minnie. So now we put out for kids 8 and under to come dressed in their Halloween costumes, and all the 34 vendors, 34 that we have in this event, and the 11 food trucks and all the sponsors are going to be handing out candy to the kids so that they can trick or treat. Like, come on, that's a lot going on. We also, on the one day on Saturday, we have the wrestling, and then on Sunday we're having Riddles Brood National Touring Theater. They're coming in and starting at 11 and going until 5. Every hour they're going to put on a medieval show in a tent that you could go in and watch. We also have Lisa, who is an instructor at Pound Rockout Workout, and she's going to be offering lessons for that at 11 a.m. in the morning. And good thing, because you'll get your blood circulating. We talked about Buddy Katz, who's doing Michael Jackson. He's also doing a meet and greet. So after his set, he'll be staying for an hour to meet people, sign autographs, do photos, as well as Michelle will be doing the same thing during the periods of time that we talked about that she is going to be doing her impersonation. Christy Lee, who is the singer of the New Days Band, and they're playing. She's also a Zumba instructor, and she's going to be doing Zumba classes, and all of this is included. And Tori is a kindergarten art teacher in the school system, and she's coming out to teach kids how to paint. She's going to have canvases and painting available. If you want to join that, it's free, but it's $10 for the supplies to be able to paint and do canvases. So parents are going to be able to take their kids over. Tori's going to teach them how to paint. They're going to paint a portrait. And what a keepsake for a parent to have of a day with their child that they're going to have forever. I love that idea. I think it's just a really great thing. We told you about the trick or treat event, which is 2 to 5 both days. And that's being presented by all the sponsors and vendors for the kids. And we also told you about the traveling theater, that is going to be doing a medieval show. Every hour, it's a 15 to 20-minute show skit. And you're going to be able to just attend whenever you're available. So at 2:00, if you say, hey, I got a little time to kill, you get to go over and see a professional done show. And there you go. We have a beer garden going on, and we have all kinds of sponsors.
Yep, Jersey Cyclone's coming with their beer.
Yeah. And it's the first year we had a beer garden
All right.
in all these years.
I like beer. Very good.
I know. A lot of people like beer. And you know what I like about them?
What?
Because and I don't drink, but because it is an event and we're doing this spectacular event for the kids that we talked about, he's going to bring in a German style beer for Oktoberfest, and I love that idea. I asked him if he would do that.
Yeah, I think he has like 4 different kinds.
And it's 4 or 5 beers that he's going to have, but one is going to be an Oktoberfest type of beer if people want to try it. I'm kind of hoping he might want to name it his own name, but I asked him if he would name it the Rock to Adopt Special. So we'll see if that happens when he sets up. We're very excited. Can't you tell?
Well, I'm really not convinced. It just doesn't seem to be too much to do on 2 days at your event. I mean, it just doesn't sound like you have anything
You
planned.
better come and spend the whole 2 days.
I think you have to.
That's all I'm going to say.
I mean,
You have to.
I'm looking forward to hanging out with Michelle and drinking beer and watching Ripped. I mean, that's what I got planned.
Oh my God! Well, wait. Tilted too. We said
Oh,
Tilted
I love
guys.
Tilted. Oh, I was hanging out with some of those guys the other week. Fantastic people. I love them.
Great people.
Very good.
Absolutely. Me and Steve Cavaco trade off cat pictures all the time. We send, because he's got 4 cats now.
Really?
He said 3 was the perfect number, and I have 4. So he had to call me the day that he got it and send a picture. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm a sucker. I had to take the 4th cat. So now we send pictures back and forth of our cats all the time so that we can enjoy 8 cats between the 2 of us.
Did you ever see Steve's picture with Paul Stanley?
No, I don't think so.
I have, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when you take a picture with somebody like that, you really want that person in the picture. He purposely blocked them. You see Paul Stanley back over here.
Really?
It's the craziest picture. It really is.
Well, Peter has 2 cats, and occasionally you just see one walk by because you know how cats are.
Yeah.
You know, they got to be in the middle.
Paul Stanley, you know. I mean,
I know. But you got to be in the middle of everything. We got Gunner here. We're going to show you Gunner.
Can you see Gunner? Yeah.
Can you see him there? There, let me move out of the way. There's Gunner.
That's my Gunner.
Cool.
You know what? Pets are better than most people. That's all we're going to say about that.
It's true.
They're just great.
You get
It
more
is true.
looking at an
Sad
animal,
but true.
you know? It's more upsetting to see an animal than a person, so that's how that is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how do people get tickets?
So I have to. Okay, so they can.
Contact any band.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
If you find a flyer, you can Venmo it, and we'll have a will call waiting for you when you come to the gate.
Okay.
How about this? Let me see if you can see it. If you go on
You can't
the
see
web
it, you have to
page,
put it in-
I will,
Okay.
but I didn't want to block when I was saying this. If you go on the web page, the flyer is on the web page with the QR code for Venmo. So if you purchase some through Venmo, it's $25 prior to the event. Day of event, it's $30, and you have to pay cash or Venmo at the event.
Okay.
If you Venmo in advance, you just put a little note that says your last name. You know, you probably should put your full name in case it's Smith and there's, a bunch of Smiths, but put your first and last name, in the message line on Venmo and how many wristbands. And we're going to have them at the gate for you waiting when you get there. It's that, and you get the pre-sale price.